the State Election Commission has also decided to conduct local body elections this year, and accordingly we have finalized a separate SOP, safety guidelines, in consultation with the health department of the state government, which is to be followed during the conduct of elections in the state. Now, coming to the schedule. The schedule of simultaneous general elections to the Panchayat Raj institutions as well as municipal bodies of Itanagar and Pasigat in a single page is as follows. Date of issue of public notice by returning officers is 24th 11/2020, Tuesday. The nomination filing starts, and the last date of filing nomination is 2nd 12/2020, Wednesday. The date of scrutiny is 4th 12/2020, Friday. Last date of withdrawal of nomination 7/12/2020, Monday. Date of poll 22/12/2020, Tuesday. Date of counting 26/12/2020, Saturday. Date by which entire process of elections to be completed 3/1/12/2020, Thursday. Now, there are 25 Jilla Parishads in Arunachal Pradesh with 241 Jilla Parishad constituencies, 2,215 Gram Panchayats with 8,436 Gram Panchayat constituencies in the state. There are two municipal bodies, Itanagar Municipal Corporation and Pasigat Municipality, where we have 20 municipal wards at Itanagar and 8 municipal wards at Pasigat. Total electorate for PRI and municipalities both together is 7,39,284. As many as 2,175 polling stations have been set up. EVM will be used for municipal bodies, whereas ballot boxes are being used for PRI elections. This will be the first general election after the conversion from 3-tier panchayats to 2-tier system in the state. For the
date?
Which date?
Nomination and last date of filing nomination.
You'll get a copy of this. For the first time in the history of panchayat elections in Arunachal Pradesh, the State Election Commission will be deploying 27 election observers, one for each district, including two for two municipal bodies, from among very senior level officers who will function as eyes and ears of the State Election Commission. And more than 40,000 personnel will be engaged in the election process in the state. And elaborate security arrangements will be made to ensure a free, fair, and peaceful local body election. Control rooms will be set up at different levels, such as police headquarters, state election commission, district election offices, etc., to monitor the entire process of elections. The commission has reviewed the preparedness of the district administration with all district election officers yesterday through video conferencing, and they are all ready. Necessary training for election officials such as presiding and polling officials will be organized at district level. Now, in view of COVID-19 situation, the Commission has issued a separate guidelines, as I have already said earlier, SOP to be followed by the election officials as well as candidates and political parties during the process of election. The responsibility for enforcement of these guidelines will lie with district election officers, concerned returning officers, assistant returning officers, political parties, and candidates. Besides, the state epidemiologist Dr. L. Jampa of the State Health Department will act as a state nodal officer, and respective district medical officers as nodal officers in the district level to monitor COVID situation during the election process. Those violating COVID-19 SOP shall be liable to legal action under Disaster Management Act 2005. The endeavor of the State Election Commission is not merely to conduct already delayed local body elections, but to conduct it not only free, fair, and transparent manner, but also to minimize the risk of possible spread of pandemic and is safe for all stakeholders.
69,070, and for the municipality it will be 70,112. Total 7,39,182. That's the total electorate.
Please provide us a